Welcome back to another episode of Sunday Night Live. And today it is a pleasure for me to start reading from another book of mine, a Christian book. It is called Delight. This is the book which I'll be reading from. And this book, I published it in 2016. And this book is especially dedicated for all the people suffering from cancer. I will read today from pages 6 to 9, and I hope that you will enjoy it and that we'll continue to meet in the next episode to continue reading from this book. So, page 6 to 9 from my book, Delight. The introduction to this book goes like this. This book presents a journey towards the light. A journey to explore what, or rather who, the light is. A journey to experience the light in one's life. In him was life, and that life was the light of all mankind. The light shines in the darkness, and the darkness has not overcome it. This is who the light is. This is what the light is all about. This light is for you. The experience of Christians who recognize and live the light transform them into a whole person. This transformation makes them strong in their spiritual lives. They become people who are loving, forgiving, merciful, and above all, persons who share the good news with their neighbor. The light is there for all to be experienced and lived in fullness. The light gives humanity the true meaning of life, that of being one with the one above. I wish that this book helps you discover more of the light and to understand more of who the light is. My prayer is that upon discovering this light, the reader will grow in this personal relationship with God and will find his life transformed into a wonderful experience with the Trinity. This was the introduction to this book. I will now start reading from chapter 1 of this book, The Light. On the first day of January 2016, while I was praying during Mass, giving thanks to the Lord for the year that had just ended, and asking Him to bless me and my family during the new year, I also prayed to the Lord for direction about what books to write and publish during the year 2016. This was a moment of grace for me which I will cherish forever. Recollected in prayer, I felt that the Lord immediately answered me by putting two words in my heart: delight. I could immediately picture the book cover in my mind. I knew what the book cover was to look like. On returning home after Mass at 8 in the morning, I immediately opened the computer, and within an hour or so I had the book cover ready. I was surprised at myself at how I had managed to complete it in such a short time. The grace of the Lord was upon me, and upon finalizing the book cover, the Lord further inspired me on what to write about in the weeks and months that would follow. This is how this book came about. What I have written in this book is what the Lord put into my heart. This book is an adventure, a journey, a discovery and an experience of what the light is in our lives. In the beginning was the light. Ever since the very beginning, when God created the heavens and the earth, God said, "Let there be light." It was here from this very beginning, thousands of years ago, that God separated the light from the darkness. Since the beginning, as described in Genesis, God had already paved the way so that the light would be a symbol of goodness. The importance of the light is seen in the whole biblical revelation. The theme of the light recurs throughout the story of salvation, identifying God as being the light. On various occasions in the Old Testament, the light is revealed as something good. In 2 Samuel chapter 22, we see that David sang to the Lord when the Lord delivered him from the hand of all his enemies and from the hand of Saul. In verse 29, David sings, "You, Lord, are a mighty lamp. The Lord turns my darkness into light." David had recognized that the Lord was the light of his life. Psalm 36 also shows the importance of the light. This is illustrated through verses 7 to 9 as follows. "How priceless is your unfailing love, O God! People take refuge in the shadow of your wings. They feast on the abundance of your house. You give them drink from your river of delights. For with you is the fountain of life. In your light we see light." David, as a servant of the Lord, recognizes God as the light. From the early days of the Old Testament, God was already proclaiming himself to be the light. That is, for the world to banish the darkness and bestow his love throughout the nations. So for today, my friends, that's all from this book, The Light, which I published in the year 2016. Just want to remind you that this book is available at Amazon, Smashwords, Barnes & Noble and other online e-book stores. I encourage you, if you like, to download it, to purchase it, and also to share it with your family and friends. Until we meet again in our next episode of the Sunday Night Light, I wish you got all God's blessings. Take care, and as always, be safe. Amen. Welcome back to another episode of Sunday Night Live.